Hello, it's Jay here again and welcome to another tutorial. So in this lesson we're continuing on where we left off in the last video and we're in the fight manager script and we're actually going to begin to fill out these functions, but we do need to create a couple of variables in this video. Now it's only a few. Private audio source, and we'll just give this a name of underscore round manager audio source. And let's just put defines the naming convention for the source, so let's just get that in, and then we'll create a type public audio clip underscore player one audio clip. In fact, I'll just leave that play one clip, that will do. And we'll put the normal comment that it creates a slot in inspector to assign the, I'll put this in quote marks actually, player one clip. I'll break these lines up, so we'll copy and paste that line in. So it's the wins audio clip. So in fact, again, let's just use wins clip. And that's all the audio sources we're going to create for now. Obviously we'll need audio sources for player 2 and all the different opponents, but we'll do the rest of the variables as and when we need them. Just so we can get round to actually begin to fill out the functions. We do need to create two other things. I'm just going to put mine here below all the text variables. Private ball underscore displaying character text, and we'll just put that it creates a ball to store if we are displaying the character text, and we'll create another private ball for when we're displaying the winning text. In fact, let's just copy that, make it easy. Let's come down now to the void start. You can put these anywhere, but I'm just going to put them at the bottom for now. Display character test is going to equal false on startup. And we're just going to copy that line and do the same for the wins text. So once we've done this line, we just need to define the audio source, which is going to be the round manager audio source equals get component in brackets audio source come to the end of the line, we'll open and close brackets, close the bracket line off, and we'll just put this into the comments. So I'm not spending much time going through this simply because we've done this so many times before now. We still need to do it again, but obviously we can speed through this a little bit. So audio source component on start up into the comments. And obviously we'll need to come to Unity, the file manager, and we'll actually need to add an audio component. So there we go, audio source. So with those lines into place, let's come down and actually begin filling out these voids. Now obviously I'm just going to quickly put in the debug logs as we normally do. So I'll just do this for all 4 of the voids. And once we've done all this, we can actually get some of the code we'll be needing in place. So I'm just switching out the naming conventions. We'll come to display winning character name. First thing we need to do is set underscore round over to equal true. And what we want to do, we're going to create an if block, if and in brackets display winning character text does not equal true. And I'll just quickly get this into the comments. So this is just to make sure that the text and the audio clips will match up correctly. And below that we'll just put the return line and the comment we've used many times, so return. Once we can make sure that the displaying character text is true, we can play the audio for the character text. Now I'm going to use round manager audio source dot play one shot. Open and close brackets, and we're going to use the play one clip. Come to the end of the line, close that off. I'll just break this up for commenting. Now obviously we'll need if lines like this for the player 2 and or the opponents, and we'll need some if statements to make sure that the correct audio clip is playing. But we'll come back and do that in a later video. For now, I just want to get the player 1 wins quotes working first Then we'll come back in, we'll add the other clips, and we'll create the if statements to make sure the correct one's playing then. So just put this quickly into the comments. Play once the audio clip. And actually I'll just copy and paste that variable in. And once we've done that, we can actually go ahead and change state. So we're going to say round manager equals the fight manager dot round manager dot display winning text or wins text. Let's close that off. Again, I'm just going to break this up for commenting set. Round manager state. I'll just put to equal, and let's just use the naming convention for the next state. So that's all the code we need in this state for now. And we're going to come to display wins text. So basically we can copy all the code in this function and we can actually paste that in. So we'll just go through and change what needs to be changed. So we don't need to set round over to true. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to display wins text. So we'll change that out in the if block. Change the comment as well. We need to play the wins clip. And we'll paste that in. And we need to switch to the fade out text. And that's all we need to do for this void for now. So let's have a look at these two together. Display winning characters. So we're basing this on the moment that if player 1 wins. So this will display player 1 in text. It will say player 1 audio. And then it will display wins and say wins in this audio clips. So once these are together, it will say player 1 wins. That's both of them together. So now we just need to fade out the text. So let's have a look. What did I call this? Oh, we'll get these two variables. I was sure I created them in the last lesson, but obviously not. And again, we've done how to adjust a fade value. So we'll just create these as floats. Underscore winning text fade value. Did I? No, I've put no code in whatsoever for these. We'll close that off. Let's put defines the GUI fade value. In fact, let's just copy and paste that in. So fade speed. We'll need to give this a value. I'll use 0.2f for now. As always, I may adjust this value and you'll want to adjust it to suit your project also. We'll come to the void start. I'll put this above the other lines we've just put in, so winning text fade value, we're just going to set it to 1. I know before we've used 0, increased it to 1 and then decreased it back to 0, but this time we're going to have it at 1, so the GUI pops up and then quickly fades out. So we'll just put that we're setting this to equal 1 on startup. And let's come down to fade out text. So now we can actually get the code in place. We're going to say that the winning text fade value minus equals the winning text fade speed times time dot delta time. Close that line off. And just put that into the comments. So we'll say decrease fade value by the fade speed. That's all we really need to put. Obviously, we're going to prevent a negative, so we're just going to put winning text fade value is less than 0. Then we're just going to set the value to equal 0. And I'll just quickly copy and paste the naming convention into the comments. And we'll create another if block. If winning text fade value equals 0, in fact, I'll just put this into the comments first. Now, unfortunately, it's not ready to test out yet. I'm just finishing this off by copying and pasting one of the lines where we switch states. Obviously, we're changing this from fade out to reset characters now. But as I said, it's not ready to test yet. Obviously, we will test it as soon as possible. But we need a lot more code as yet. So I'm going to leave it here for this video. As always, I hope you enjoyed this lesson. I hope to see you next time. And as always, until then, bye for now.